How's it going, YouTube's Undying Art, bringing you another custom showcase, and today I bring you a long overdue custom. This is my custom SH Figuarts, the Batman 2022, or Robert Pattinson's Batman, or Matt Reeves' Batman, or Rob Bat's Bat and Bat. If you understand that reference, you are subscribed to a very good channel. I don't mean me. Originally, this was just going to be the stock figure, increasing the butterfly joint a little bit, increasing the neck articulation, and then a new cape. But then I decided to go a full entire repaint to try and look as accurate to the film as possible. I used the InArt 1/6 scale, the Batman figure, as reference. The only thing I got wrong, in my opinion, was the olive is a bit too green, it's a bit too strong, but I really like how this looks. So without further ado, let's get on into it. So this is the stock head sculpt. All I did to this was paint the eyes white, just so I had a white eyes version, and then increase the articulation a bit so he can look a bit better. It's a bit more loose now, but it works because, I mean, it doesn't really matter that I know that it's blue tack under there. It gets the job done, and I really like how this looks, and I can get some really good expression. And with the white eyes, I think that looks badass. The cape is Muff Toys cape for the SH Figuarts. Really well designed, and I love how simple the design is. Literally just a magnet attached to there, and it works excellently. Then, as you can see, I repainted the chest, added the dirt at the top, added small weathering on the batarang, and as you can see, full repaint of the body, undersuit. It's not as green as it looks on camera. In person it looks a lot better, but I really do like how this looks. Then I weathered the boots. I repainted them black because they had like a weird grey weathering to them, which I don't understand what that was supposed to be, so I weathered them to be muddy instead of whatever the grey stuff was supposed to be. Then I repainted the yellow on the leg because I painted it over with the olive. I repainted the yellow on the arm, and then on the gauntlets they're also repainted. I completely painted them silver, then dry brush black, and then dry brush too much black, so I went back over again with silver to give it that worn, can't focus, to give it that worn metal look. And then last but not least, I also added some scrapes to the shoulder pads using the InArt 1/6 scale Batman as reference. I don't own the figure, I just used photos from a 4K review. So, getting on into head sculpts. Firstly, we have this head sculpt here, which is the stock figure with white eyes. Then I decided to get some 3D prints from Oribus. So here is the first one. It's like a battle damaged look. So there's dents on the helmet, or cowl, sorry, and there's a scratch slash broken bit there, and a broken bit there. The skin tone doesn't match the stock figure, but I'm not very good at matching skin tones. As you can see, there's also a cut slash dent on the cowl, on the ear, sorry. Yeah, really like how this looks. And then here we've got Oribus's angry head sculpt, which is not dented, but he's snarling. On camera this looks way worse. It looks a little bit better with just normal eyes, but it will look good in photos as he's beating up people. But the crowning jewel is, of course, the Muff Toys head sculpt. This just looks absolutely spot on in my opinion. This looks like a Hot Toys shrunk down, but even better than Manipple in my opinion. Absolutely love how it looks. It's even got some dents and stuff from his fights, and I keep getting dust on it because of my skin. But as you can see on the back, you can see the peg because I tried to raise it slightly and now it's stuck risen. You can get it further down, and then you still get Really good movement with the head. Get him doing the iconic pose where he's looking up at the helicopter. And get some really good brooding poses. Like that. So here is SH Figuarts' interpretation of an unmasked cow. I don't mind the look, it kind of looks like Robert Pattinson, but at the same time, it does look a bit off. Damn it, didn't want to do that. So for the longest time, ignore the height of the head. This is just to quickly show you. I did have this head sculpt, which is by Oldboy CTTS, or CTS, I can't remember. I did usually have it raised, so it would look like that. And again, I think this is a good likeness to Robert Pattinson. But then we get to the Muff Toys head sculpt, and you just see there's a clear winner, in my opinion, and that is the Muff Toys. So then here is the Old Boy head, and here is the stock. And yeah, to me, that's got a better skin tone, it looks a lot more realistic, and also the likeness to Robert Pattinson is a lot better. The one thing I wish it had was head articulation, because it's just a ball joint on the neck, so you can't really get much movement, just swivel, but it still looks quality, and you can get a little bit down. And the other thing I kind of wish Muff Toys had was a cowl for him to hold, but I suppose you could speak English, Adam. You could have him holding the cowl like this, and you just don't see the faceplate. Or you can also drop it on the floor. So now getting on to the normal review stuff, he comes with a pair of open palm hands. He comes with a pair of fisted hands. Nice sculpt to them. He comes with a pair of not really trigger finger hands. I don't know how to explain it, but you'll see it when I show you the other accessory that these go with. A pair of batarang holding hands. A pair of slightly more relaxed hands, gripping hands, etc. And then a pair of, I'm not sure, hands. I think it's another like batarang type hold hands. Hold hands, that's not English. Or maybe to hold the syringe. No, it's definitely not to hold the syringe. I think these are the batarang hands, and then the ones I showed you previously is to hold the syringe. Speaking of the syringe, he does come with the adrenaline. Well, I assume it's adrenaline, but people theorise it's like a early version of Venom or something. Let's see if that goes in his hand. Yeah, see it does, but it's not very... So it does go in his hand, but it's quite loose, so that worries me a little bit. It then comes with some handcuffs. They are not usable. He comes with a alternate chest piece to have the batarang removed, but I didn't really like that gimmick in the film, so I'll probably never ever use this and just always have that chest piece on, even if he does hold a batarang in his hand. He then comes with a batarang, which for some reason, even though I haven't weathered it, it's got some weird like brown markings on it. And there's the other side with all the detail, so it would fold up like that and then go into the chest, which is not focusing. And then last but not least, he comes with the grapple arms. I don't know if you call them a grapple gun because they attach to his... I suppose it is, they shoot out of his wrist. Bloody focus, come on. There you go. They shoot out of his wrist, as you see in the film. So there that is, him holding the grapple gun as it's extended out, about to fire, well, he's not looking at you, but about to fire his grapple to trip you up. I think that's what he does in the film. I haven't watched it in a few months, so I can't remember. But because the hand has no other use, I might just keep it in at all times to make it easier to swap in and out. And then that's what it looks like going to say unextended, but I don't know what the word is for that. So, getting on to random size comparisons, here he is, the SH Figuarts Final Battle Edition No Way Home Integrated Suit Spider-Man, and the SH Figuarts Dark Knight Rises Catwoman, or Selena Kyle. I definitely need to make a Matt Reeves Selena Kyle somehow. I'm thinking maybe like... Actually, I don't know, because a lot of the Black Widows are expensive nowadays. I'll think of something. Here he is with a random black dude and a random Jedi. Here he is with my Kit Bash Bruce Wayne, which is just a Mafex John Wick body and a Old Boy CTS head sculpt, and my SH Figuarts Bale Batman, which he's looking a bit weird because of the cape. And then here he is with my Marvel Legends mascot Punisher and my SH Figuarts Vastilaire Punisher. So just a fairly simple pose at the end. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit the like button if you did and dislike if you didn't. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of this custom. Enjoy the photos at the end, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.
You lurking in the dark, huh? Well, I was born in it, molded by it. And life hits hard, and many can't see any light through the bulging eyelids. Things used to be so easy, then you grow up and the smoke it rises. When the hoping dies, it all goes left where the road and the fork collides. Hell, go wherever I've been, always felt the dark on the inside, plotting my end. You think that I wear a mask, but the mask that I wear is the one on my skin. Maybe if I had another lifetime, I could repay every one of my sins. Well, I don't have the time, so maybe I'll just work on my debt. Demon in the shadows, yeah, I got it like that. Gotta run it, now they on the right track. Niggas try to run it, then they run it right back. Think they keeping up, but they ain't on the right lap. What they don't see is magnified to me. Think they doing something that's the saddest sight to see. The world doesn't need order. What the world needs to see is the bad inside the beam.
Don't feel like you can change. Trapped inside my head, I'm falling, but I feel calm. Found my way in a city that lost it. DNA could be feeling like Gotham. Yeah. I guess I'm healing from the scars. Yeah. Do you feel safe inside the dark? Yeah. There's only rage inside my heart. I guess I'm fighting in the dark.
I just keep running and running. The punches they land, but the feeling is numbing. I'm crying for help, I just wanna feel something. I bury myself so I don't have to look in the mirror and look at the man I'm becoming. I'm closer to them than the people I bump in. I think how they do, so I know how to hunt them. I see them in me and I hate that I love it. I hate that I love it. I hate it, I love it. And vengeance is wrong, but I tense at the subject. My hand makes a fist and I bent and I bludgeon. I swinging at them and I swing for my mother. I swing for my father and those who would touch them. I swing so your dad makes it home for your supper. I pray they get old when you tell them you love them. And that's why I fight in the darkest of dungeons. It's home to me. Stay down in the slums where the soldiers be. I be sending takedowns like I own the beat. Feel the anticipation. No home, but I own these streets. All it cost was my soul to sow these seeds. Shut the pain deep down, yeah, woe is me. If my dad saw me now, would he even know it's me? Damn, would he even notice me?
Don't feel like you can change. Trapped inside my head, I'm falling, but I feel calm. Found my way in a city that lost it. DNA could be feeling like Gotham. Yeah. I guess I'm healing from the scars. Yeah. Do you feel safe inside the dark?